What's up, peoples? What's up? This is vlog 17 of Lucifer Constantine's journey on Spliff Talk. I don't expect you guys to watch all of these, honestly. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. To be honest, these vlogs, I think I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again, are for my personal use. They're to guide myself towards the future that I see. And so I like doing these vlogs for accountability, for authenticness. It's more of a testament to myself. Something to look back on, like future time capsules. Also to keep my mind in check, you know, with my fans. Let you guys know what I'm going through, especially for those who are aspiring to be like me or to do something similar to what I do. You want to learn from someone who's already doing it. This is to show you what it means to be vulnerable. It's been a tough couple weeks due to myself. You know that saying, you are your own worst enemy. I've believed very much in that saying most of my life. I have always been my own worst enemy. But at the same time, I have also always been simultaneously my own bestest friend. And I say bestest friend because in my other videos I've mentioned that I've had a tough childhood. And because of that tough childhood, I had to rely on my own will, my own self-will, my own determination. And so during dark times when I was going through really tough shit, the majority of the time of my life, it was me who was being hard on myself, really hard on myself. And at the same time, it was me who was forcing myself to keep going, to not kill myself, to not give up, to not stay at rock bottom. Because when you grow up in an environment where you're neglected and at the same time you're isolated a lot with nothing, no distractions, just your own thoughts, kind of like prison, you know, when you go to solitary. There was times that I had those moments where I was in solitary, but not in prison, but a prison in my home. In those moments, I had no choice but to have conversations with myself, like real conversations. One version of me, of my brain, and the other version of my brain talking. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm a Libra, and I think other Libras will understand what I'm talking about. Maybe other people will understand what I'm talking about too, but it's not that I'm, you know, like crazy, you know. I'm like crazy like anybody else, but I've had to talk to myself, have conversations with myself as a child to keep myself sane. So now as an adult, I've gone through a lot of shit. And recently, there's been a lot of stuff that I've been facing about myself, things that I don't like. The fact that I'm so passive, for example, when it comes to how people treat me, you know? And that's why it's kind of funny and ironic when I said in my other video that Will Smith lost his temper the same night that I lost my temper. Because what he said in his speech, that's how I feel in my personal life. It's like Will Smith is me, but Will Smith is, you know, in the movie, famous, public eye, and he has to tolerate all that shit. And me, I'm a nobody right now, and I'm dealing with this shit with people in my personal life where I've had to tolerate things. And it's crazy because, like, I don't know if other people go through this stuff, to be honest. I feel like because I've only been aware of my circle of people, like, I don't meet people who go through what I go through, you know, like, I don't. And so, it's hard because, like, who do I go to? There's not really much people, not many, I don't have many options of people to talk to. And even if I talk to certain people who tell me to call them and stuff like that, like, you ever feel like when you talk to somebody, like, they want to be there for you, they're good listeners, like, you know, they try to help you, give you advice, but you can tell that they don't really understand what you're feeling. And so you don't feel comforted because it's like, you know, it's nice that you're telling me to keep positive and to do this and to do that. And I know that everybody goes through their own shit. But when you spend your whole life being your own cheerleader and being your own obstacle, it's hard to trust people's judgment and their suggestions and their perspective on your life. And I've had a struggle with that, with accepting that people may see things that I don't see myself, because I trusted myself more than these people. But I made some mistakes recently that kind of like slapped me in the face of reality. I lost my temper, just like Will. But instead of slapping someone, you know, I just broke shit in my house. Like, I broke my, what you gonna call it, the ring light. I broke the ring light, the stand for it, you know. I gotta get a new one. I broke my door, which is why I don't have a door. I'm not happy about it. After you get mad, everything calms down, you're just like, damn, I can't believe I did that shit. You know, because when you're angry, it's like you want to stop yourself, but you have so much emotion, all this shit inside of you that you just need to let it out. Like, you just need to fucking let it out. It's like, oh, like, you have to, like, it's just, oh my God. And then, like, when you finally do, you're just like, damn. But why did I have to let it out like that? Oh. You know, it's like, it's hard, man. It's fucking hard. You know, I've seen therapists my whole life. Since I was in high school. I've always been the one to voluntarily seek help. Like I said, I helped myself get this far. I chose not to give up, no matter how many times I've been heartbroken, betrayed, taken advantage of, manipulated, lied to, thrown to the curb. Like, I had to, because I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I have to believe in myself. Nobody else is going to believe in me. I got to believe in me. And even though I'm learning stuff now, it's great when you can overcome yourself and master yourself and be a great leader, a great role model, a good example for your children, especially when you overcome all this traumatic bullshit, this baggage that some of us go into adulthood with, like what I'm doing now. I feel relieved, but at the same time shameful, because like I said, I know I shouldn't have lost my temper the way I did. But I'm just saying that moving forward, I and hope, people who maybe are relating to me right now or not, I feel like after what I did, I've realized that I need to find outlets. Like, I got to start doing things that make me happy, even if people call me selfish. Because me sacrificing myself so much just to lose my temper like that, because I'm frustrated with how much I have to tolerate, just like Will Smith was frustrated with how much he's had to tolerate. It's not good. It's not good. Especially when I have a son who's looking up to me and I have to be an example to him. And that's the part that kind of got me, when I lost my temper. There was a moment, I think the next day or that same day, but later on in the afternoon, where my son was getting upset. And he did the exact same thing I did. And when he did that, I had to give myself a reality check, because I don't want my son to grow up with the same subconscious programming that I'm right now battling and trying to overcome. Not gonna happen. Not on my watch. I am too good at what I do to let my son go down the same road I did. So that's all for today, people. That's all I really wanted to mention on this vlog. I wish you all well. I love you guys. I really do. When I say I love you, it's not because I'm just saying it, like I've learned at a very young age that you have to show people what you want, and you got to be what you want. And Gandhi said it best, be the change you want to see in the world. And I've read so many philosophers, and to not realize that if you want love, you got to give love. And I've always been a loving person. And that's the great thing about me. Like, I think that's something that I used to hate about myself, how much I care, how much I love. But when I say I love you, it's because I really mean it. Like, if you're watching my content, then I have love for you, because you're the fans. You're the ones who make or break me, because you're the one who's going to hold me accountable. I got to be authentic. I got to show you who I really am, and I got to follow through with what I say. So it's all love, Even criticism is love, whether you see it or not. But peace out, guys. I love you. See you on the next episode. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah. Deuces.